back there, Mike? All right, question for the guys?
Dwayne, how did it feel out there tonight?
It felt great, man. After the win against San Diego State, to be back out there in the court in front of the fans. I know it wasn't a lot of students, but like local people, and the kids coming out to see us. It was great. It's always great playing in McKale.
So far this season, you guys have done a great job of going into these games after a big game and kind of not having that sluggish start or those lulls. But there seemed like a part early in the game that there was a little sluggish, but you guys were able to work out of it. What did you guys think of that moment there, and what did Coach have to say to help you end that half being up by 14?
Yeah, so it's kind of tough playing, another game after we just played on Saturday, on Monday. So we just had to recalibrate a little bit, refocus, and just play up to our standards. And I feel like we were a little sloppy in the beginning of the first half, but I feel like we picked it up pretty good and early enough.
Following up on that, was that kind of, you guys held San Diego to what, 27% shooting or something? Just tough to keep that kind of energy up against this team? Was that part of it? Or, they shot a lot better anyway. I know you took care of their turnovers, but.
I mean, I don't want to say that our defense is the factor that, they shot 27%. I don't want to say that we didn't, force 27%. It's a tough environment for them. They play in Phoenix. It's basically a home game for us. NBA arena. It's just tough.
What have you guys seen out of Bradenberry's out of the last really 4 games? I think he's averaging like 19.5 shooting, 58%. Just kind of switch that he's made over the last 4 to 7 games so far.
I think he figured it out. He just figured it out. As a freshman, obviously it's not easy coming to college with a new system. You got these veteran guys that are so good, but I think everybody helped him and supported him. He just figured it out, his role and what he's good at, and how to play in the system and get his own. So I think that's the case.
Can you guys talk about the chemistry you guys have? Obviously 12-0, but you guys just seem so fluid together. To this point.
I mean, we spent so much time together, on the flights, in practice, even in class, study hall. Now the class is over, but we still spend so much time together, also in the apartments. I feel like just in the short time, you may say, we still spent so much time together that, it just helped out. And I feel like we're all good guys, all understand each other, and I think that helps a lot.
Everybody knows their roles.
And I think we also just blessed. There's not a lot of teams that just accept each other like that. And, we want each other's success, and that's the only way you can win. So, that's also part of it. We were really lucky to have that in the team, too.
How much do you guys feel like the kind of chemistry you have, this, where all this talented freshmen coming in and all this veteran guys, I mean, how much do you think that's played a role in just kind of making this team what it is?
Can you repeat that question, please?
Well, do you feel like the bond that you have with the older guys, or was that tough at all to bring that together to where everyone's got their role, everyone seems to be getting along and all that?
I think at the beginning of the season, everybody's trying to figure it out, especially, if only, 4 or 5 people stayed from last year's team. So, it's a completely new team. But of course, the vets helped us out a lot. Figuring out, everything is new for us. The college life, the college travels, the basketball itself, the intensity, the physicality. I think it's just learning, and they just taking care of us, and then maybe we have a little bit more energy, and then we're picking up.
That's it. Can you talk about the freshmen? You guys start. Some of you guys start, play a lot of roles. You guys are real confident. Nothing phases you guys. You guys are just kind of just playing your game. Can you talk about being the group that you are as a freshman?
I mean, for me, I don't really see it. Freshman or not. If you're good enough, if you're, physical enough, you can play at any level. Sure, the experience is gonna, lack a little bit, but I feel like you can, work it out in a different way, figure it out. But for me, being a freshman is just an experience thing. It's not enough experience.
Is the Confident is, you guys have a lot of confidence, nothing's phasing you guys.
Nah, basketball has no age. I think, like you said, if you're good, you're good. If you're confident, you're confident. Just we already, not saying nothing to the college game, but obviously, you play basketball a long time, been in big tournaments, every one of us. So, and the coaches also give us support, so we know they trust us. So, also helps in the confidence. So.
Being new here, when you look at the schedule, what you have, did you ever think this is possible, 12-0 at this point, or,
Nah. The work we put in every day, and the work we put in the weight room, the way we stay together, and we just playing our role, and we take everything serious. I think just the connectivity and how you say that again? No, not complete. What was it? When together, effort together.
Camaraderie.
No, not effort together. What was the word again?
I know what you mean.
Damn, I forgot that.
Yeah,
Togetherness.
Yeah.
Togetherness effort, something like that. But the collective effort.
collective effort. Yeah.
Collective effort. But yeah, so the effort we bring to each other every day, and the way we compete in the summer too. We just want to be better each and every day. I think that just iron sharpens iron. That led us to be here. And I knew, like, when I came to this team, it was a chance for us, to ultimately get to the Final Four. That's our goal. But we got to get there step by step. But we take every game, game by game. So still a lot of basketball to be played.
Anything else?
You guys have gone through 7-day stretches in between games before, but now this being a holiday break, just kind of your guys' plans going into that break, maybe practice schedule, or just plans with the team for this little holiday break.
We have 3 years off. I am going to relax with my family, celebrate Christmas, and then on the 26th we're going to be back on our mission and prepare for the next game.
you said they're coming in, or they're here, right?
But they're already here, yes.
Are you going to show them around town or take them up the mountain or anything?
Probably.
Or-
Depends if I want to be around McKale for the next couple of days or not.
Dwayne, how about yourself? What plans you got?
I'm going to see my family too. Yes, sir.
Nice.
But I'll still get some shots up. Somewhere else. Somewhere else. I'm going to my family.
Private.
Nah, I'm gonna see them in person. Or somewhere else. Yeah.
You're not flying to the Netherlands.
Nah. For 3 days, I can't do that. It's too much.
Thank you, guys.
Good. Thank you.
You guys home with your families. Start a little Christmas break. That's what I'm ready to do. Yeah.
Well, what'd you think? And this is a tough spot, isn't it, with the big game the other night and then the break?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I knew it was going to be tough, and I knew Bethune-Cookman was going to come out and battle. Today, I mean, they have talented guys. What those programs are asked to do, man, it's tough. The number of road games they have to play, and it's kind of like a mercenary run, for them these first couple of months of the season. And I mean, listen, I'm tired from playing in Phoenix a couple nights ago. So, these teams have been traveling around the country playing in these types of games, and they turned up and they competed today. So, I tip my hat to them, and our guys battled back. We got the result we wanted, and we had some really good moments. So we're just gonna take those away from it and keep it moving.
Difference, defensive You guys were so good on defense the other day, tough to keep that up, or is that?
No, I don't know. I'll have to go back and watch it. I just think Bethune-Cookman was just playing with a lot of effort and energy, and and they made a few tough shots, and then they just kept coming. They just kept coming, and it was kind of a lot of all or nothing plays. I mean, when you have 22 turnovers, but you continue to play aggressive. You take some chances. Sometimes those passes get through, and they end up being layups or wide open shots. So. I don't think our defense was terrible, but I think it was just a combination of Bethune-Cookman just being, consistently aggressive.
The balance of scoring the last couple games. I think today 6 different players in double digits.
Yeah, that's a good thing. 7. That's a good thing. I'm happy when that happens, but it's not like something we game plan for. We don't tell guys, okay, you scored 12 points, start letting your teammates score. It's just kind of how the game ends up sometimes. And we have lots of good players, and we've kind of really settled in on that 8-man rotation, and I think those guys are getting comfortable. Finding their spots, and so if we can have 6 or 7 guys in double figures on any given night, that's a good thing.
Sure, your freshmen, they just play well beyond their years. They're smart up here. They're just older.
Yeah, we've always felt, from day one, they had a sense of maturity about them, and they're also great competitors, and they have good basketball IQs, and I think they've really progressed over the last couple months, and I'm looking forward for them to get a few days off. They deserve it. They deserve a few days off to get away from me, get away from here, get from their families, and then I can't wait to pick things back up with them on the 26th.
You've been in a weird game in the sense that there's a 7-point sequence there. A guy gets thrown out, the fire alarms.
It's I don't know. Maybe it's right before Christmas. I don't know what it is. There was a lot of strange things, but to be honest with you, I'm happy we got through it. And I think we're all looking forward to those few days off.
Did you talk to McKale, and what happened?
I haven't talked to McKale. McKale's a great kid. He's a great kid who probably did something he shouldn't have done. I don't know if he said something on the first tee or he faked like he was contesting the guy's shot. I don't know, but both of them aren't right. And after they called the first technical, he must have said something else. I've never really asked. I just trusted the officials on that one, and I didn't want to go, make a scene and jump McKale because he's a great kid. We'll deal with it. But, I just think it goes to show that, lots of things impact winning and lots of things impact a culture. And, even if you're not playing, you still can have an impact on the game. So let's learn that lesson, and let's make sure it doesn't happen ever again. But especially in maybe a closer game down the stretch. I'm gonna chalk it up to a great teaching opportunity.
On that note, how do you kind of, as a whole, go about managing the team in those type of moments where maybe the game's getting a little bit dicey, or even just?
I think a couple of things. You let's lock in competitively and just really attack this game possession by possession. I was worried about. Was having a little bit of a slow start today. We obviously really didn't practice much yesterday, and we hadn't really done that yet this year. So I was interested to see how we come out, and and obviously, we didn't come out with maybe the effort or the urgency you would have hoped, but sometimes that's to be expected. But we found it over the course of the game. So when you have to manage seasons lots of ways, and you can be a tyrant, and you can, and try to demand everything perfect in your way all the time, or you can be a human and understand you're dealing with other humans and try to help them through it, and obviously you can look at myself and continue to figure out ways to get better. And, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a couple of days on this break. I'm going to kind of clear my mind, and I'm going to really think about, what this team can do moving forward, because, we've had a great, obviously pre-Christmas, but it's pre-Christmas. It's nice. I'm happy we're here, but we really haven't accomplished anything yet. So, let's roll up our sleeves and be more excited about the challenges coming down the road. That's what I'm excited about, those. I'm looking forward to South Dakota State, and I'm really looking forward to playing in the Big 12.
Is there some part of you, though, you're 12-0, your best start ever, does that hit you at all in some way? Or?
Not at all.
Compare, say your first year, you guys were 11-0. Was it
Man,
good?
Bruce, that was 4 years ago. I'm a grandpa now. I wasn't then, so lots have changed. You know, like life keeps moving. So, you know, I really don't draw any comparisons. You know, I'm not really good at that stuff. I mean, I like this team. I like where we're at, and I like where I think we can go. But, you know, we're gonna have to like continue to get better and stay the course to get there.
Is this one of those breaks where you definitely want your players to kind of just relax, focus on family, and kind of take their
Yeah, I
mind
mean,
off?
I told them that 100%. You know, and like our guys are hoopers, so I told them if they want to get in the gym and shoot by themselves, keyword by themselves, I'm okay. But they don't need to be going and playing with their high school team. They don't need to be playing one-on-one with their brother. You know, we don't need any, you know, any mishaps that way. So we have a good thing going. Let's stay healthy and keep it going.
Or your opinion on Mo got called for that flagrant, and as I understand it, intentionality doesn't matter. If you hit a guy in the head.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen the replay. I mean, obviously they felt like he did, you know, and I mean, I think it's just tough when you're a big guy that's, you know, you're physical, they're playing you physical. I mean, there's going to be contact. And, you know, if you're 7'2" going against a guy who's 6'8", and you know, the face is right next to that elbow. So it's tough. And I don't know, and it's something we'll look at. And if we think it's you know, there's a technique we need to make an adjustment on, we will. But I'm trusting the officials on that.
Right. I was wondering with Mo, like obviously you don't want to go your elbows up, and I'm wondering when you have a guy like Mo, do you have to?
Well, I mean, I don't know how you squeeze the ball in with strength and keep your elbows in. I mean, maybe if somebody can help me with that, we'll figure that out. But again, I haven't seen the play, so I don't want to get in the weeds in it. I'm trusting the officials' call. They obviously reviewed it and made the call they felt was appropriate, and they reviewed the next one and didn't call it. So, you know, I mean, I'm going to trust the officials on that one.
That Braden's figured it out as far as his game. Would you agree with that? And do you still
Yeah, I mean, Braden's in a good way right now. I mean, I think he's, you know, getting more confidence, and you could see today, you know, he kind of once we got in the game and it got a little bit heated and competitive, you know, you could see him rise to that moment. I mean, he's a competitor. You know, he's a good player. So, you know, it takes a certain amount of confidence to do that, and he showed that today. So, continued progress from him for sure.
I was just looking ahead, the game you have a week from now. I don't think Arizona's played a non-conference game after Christmas for like 15 years or something. Do you like that, or did you figure you had to fill a hole?
I mean, it's just the way the schedule broke. I mean, I didn't want to wait. You know, I didn't want to go, you know, 10 days without a game before the Big 12. So, you know, and you know, obviously we had to squeeze this game in. You know, I mean, sometimes it'd be great to, you know, play on the 20th against San Diego State, then go home. You know, but we're just fitting the games in where we have to, and you know, we're not really overthinking it. But I'm okay. I'm okay playing a non-conference game after we get home from Christmas to kind of, you know, obviously finish off our non-conference slate and get ready for conference.
So you guys come back? Are you Friday, Saturday? How many?
I mean, I'm sure guys will kind of stagger in, you know, those couple days, and you know, I haven't really looked at the schedule to know exactly what we're doing. But they'll come back, and we'll get a good few days of practice in before the game on the 29th. Appreciate you guys. Have a great Christmas.